Hey guys, it's Angie from thesquishymonster.com, and today I'm hanging out with SimplyBakings, and together we're going to whip up some classic treats, and I'm making homemade Snickers bars. I've blended together the chocolate and the peanut butter so it's smooth and glossy just like that, and you want to spoon it into your prepared dish. And I just have about like an 8 or 9 by 13 pan, and I just want to smooth over the bottom because this will be the chocolate base. And I have it lined with a little bit of parchment just to ensure that it doesn't stick, just a further step. And I want all of that chocolate in there, so a spatula really helps here. Let me scrape all of that good chocolatey peanut butter goodness. And honestly, this is good right here. You could stop and I'd be completely content with just licking this bowl. But we're going to make that classic Snickers bar and really kind of have it even better homemade. I think it's going to be so much better homemade. So kind of just spread it over evenly to the edges, just kind of like you would with your brownie batter when you're baking it off, or like a buttercream chocolate frosting or something. Just make sure you get it evenly all across the bottom. When you have it all spread out evenly, you want to, and also it'll help if you just smack it on the counter like that. Just wrap it a couple times just for all the air bubbles to kind of float to the surface and for it to really even out. So I really like to cook and eat unsalted nuts, but for the purpose of the Snickers bar, I want them to be lightly salted. So they're roasted and salted, and you just want to liberally sprinkle that base layer of chocolate peanut butter with the nuts. For this next part, I want to kind of make that nougaty center, and we're going to begin with adding sugar with milk, and I'm using whole milk here. And my pan is on about medium, and then some butter, some unsalted sweet cream butter, and you want this all to kind of melt and bubble together for about 5 minutes. It will bubble and swell, so you want to go in there periodically with your spatula and scrape the sides and the bottom. So after about 5 minutes, you want to add in your peanut butter. Lots of peanutty goodness in the Snickers bar. And then you want to add in an entire container of marshmallow fluff. That sticky, gooey goodness, just sink it right in there. And I know it seems like I love marshmallow fluff, I know, right? I keep using it for like everything, but I like it. I don't love it, but I know it seems like I'm like in love with this white stuff. So kind of just, it's very sticky, so just kind of do your best to kind of get it in there. My heat is on still very, very low. It was on medium for the 5 minutes, medium low. Now it's on very low because the residual heat will continue to kind of emulsify this whole mixture together with that sticky, milky caramel that you cooked off the sugar, and then the fluff and the peanut butter. You get little beige streaks throughout the whole thing. You kind of want it to be a very uniform color, and that's when you'll know it's ready and you don't have any big fluffy lumps like this. And then lastly, you want to kind of splash in a little bit of vanilla, just like that. My creamy white center is ready to be poured on, and it's very fluffy, so you want to kind of evenly distribute it. The next part is to melt our caramels, and I have a recipe and a video for homemade caramels, so I'll provide that link below. If you don't feel like making it, no worries. Over the caramel candies, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt, which is not classical for Snickers, but I really like the taste of it. It doesn't really change it up too much, just makes it better. Splash of vanilla, and then some heavy cream, and I'm gonna melt this entire bowl. And also, it just occurred to me it'd be really good to put some instant coffee granules in the chocolate peanut butter base and top. That would be really good too. I love the gloppy bronziness that becomes of caramel when it's melted. So I can scoot this over, and we can layer this part on as well. And again, just try to make an even layer, as even as you can anyways. It doesn't have to be perfect, especially on layered dishes like this. It's very forgiving. And now we have our last and final layer of chocolate. So I just want to, just like I did the bottom layer, just evenly kind of spread it out. And this part is a little like more difficult, but with a little bit of tender loving care, you should be able to evenly spread it out. Now I have my chilled chocolate and I let it out at room temperature just for a couple seconds, so now I can cut into it and make it into little bars. And I think I'm gonna cut it just like I would a brownie. So just take a sharp knife. And it's okay if a little couple cracks appear. It doesn't have to look perfect. That way everybody will know that it's homemade. And I just wanna lift it up so I can show you what it looks like in the center. Look at that gorgeousness. It's studded with nuts and it's squidged with chocolate and nougat and caramel. So excited. So I'm gonna continue cutting these up and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Here is my plate of goodies and look at how many these yielded. And you can cut them smaller and you get even more. Don't forget to go hang out with SimplyBakings and tell her that I said hello. I'm digging in for a bite. See this. Oh, look at that. Just layer upon layer of peanuts and nougat and chocolate and peanut butter and caramel. Oh, this is to die for. If you're a chocolate lover and this is to get you, I don't know what will. See how it tastes. That is ridiculous. Get that sticky caramel. And that homemade nougat has an incredible mouthfeel, unlike something that you get at the store. It is completely decadent and creamy and delicious. I so hope you guys give this a try. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is the Squishy Monster, and I'll see you guys very soon.